Hello and welcome back to Nearphotison Def Jam Fight for New York. Last week we were saving up our points, and we're going to spend them now to learn a new fighting style here. That should open up a lot more options for us as far as combat goes. At the very least, it'll change up our approach a little bit. So we're going to add kickboxing is the one I want because we already use a good number of kicks, and I think this will just help with that. So now we've got kickboxing. Let's see, and I don't think we really have enough to get a decent new finishing move. Like, there's a few we could afford. Actually, yeah, most of them we could, but like some of them here, like Trejo's here is 1500. And also, the further we go, the more we'll unlock too. So I'm gonna hold off on that. We'll keep our same boring old one as we do the next few fights in Babylon. Should have the hardest one out of the way, but we still got Mecca, Solo, and then eventually Sean Paul over there to get through. So let's just get started. It's too bad that Elephant Man is, if you're playing in the order they present them, the first guy you fight in the Babylon, because after fighting him, this fight right after with Mecca seems pretty boring from my memory. But Mecca's kind of a boring character anyway. Like, he doesn't have anything really interesting about him design-wise or as a fighter. I think he's just like a basic kickboxer. But we should be able to take him down pretty easy. We definitely have a good speed advantage, and he's really not that powerful for a big guy. Maybe his kicks, but yeah, we should be fine here. A nice easy fight to start us off with. Though he did counter me there. Let's see. Well, if I can just get him where I want him, we'll be fine. Right now, he's getting the better of us, so damn. Maybe he heard me, and maybe I hurt his feelings. I don't know. He's really wearing us down here. But I'm, even so, like, remembering fighting him before, I'm still like not worried. But yeah, Mecca is kind of like a lot of the guys we fought already. He's got his blaze now, but we're not in the red, so it's not really a threat. If we get down in the red, then I'll be worried about his blaze. But yeah, here he goes with it. It's kind of cool that we get to see somebody else's blaze here. We don't get to see that often. He's got like a inverted Hurricane Rana thing there going on, and then he flashes some devil horns. It's kind of neat. But yeah, he's like, well, if I can just get like one good run in on him. Like, he almost had us there. If he double teamed us when we were in the red there, it would have been over. But I think, okay, now I've got a little bit of momentum, I think we'll be fine. I'd kind of like to, well, I was going to say I'd like to grab this bottle, but I think instead, maybe I'll try and just throw him into the speaker. Well, or I'll miss. Okay. But yeah, now that we've got a little bit of momentum, he's not going to be a big threat to us. There we go, okay. So now we can blaze. Should be just fine here. Let's see, yeah. Okay, so this will probably get him down in the red? Yeah, okay, all the way in the red too, so he's even going to be there for a little bit. So we can just throw him in this wall here, and there, that's it. Okay, he gave us some trouble at the start, maybe because I was underestimating him, but in the end, he still really wasn't a threat at all. Especially compared to Elephant Man, who was a lot more frustrating. Mecca, even when he had the advantage, I just never really felt pressure. But there we go, an extra $1,000 and some dev points we can spend, and also that blazing move. Though I don't think we'll be picking that up anytime soon.
The meeting tonight, 8 sharp. See you there.
I wonder what that's about.
Man, even with the clubs my man's managed to take for us, we still losing out to Crow.
You're late.
You on my seat.
Sit your ass down.
Don't get too comfortable.
Yo, so what's the plan?
I say fuck Crow. We go in there strapped and lay his ass out once and for all.
Wrong. We do that, and they're just gonna hit us back. What does that solve? We start shooting up the streets and the cops will be all over us. How are we gonna make money with all that heat?
So we supposed to just roll over and let Crow piss in our backyard?
Listen, Crow thinks fear is power, but he's wrong. A beaten dog may fear you, but the second you turn your back, he's gonna strike. Real power comes from respect. That's what our code is all about. We win Crow's clubs, and he won't have a leg to stand on. So, next step. Blaze, you're gonna go up against Crack.
You got it, D. I'll fold that bitch up like an old wallet.
Scenes like that just make me wonder what D-Mob was like in the first game when he was the villain, because he seems like such a stand-up guy, or at least a stand-up criminal here in this game.
Hey, this is Rollins. I better see your ass down at the gym right now.
Yeah. Jacob thinks we need more bling. I don't necessarily disagree. So let's head on over there. We'll hold off on Rollins a little bit more. We're doing fine, without boosting ourselves up too much, but we could use a little bit more charisma here.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. Yeah, I'll just buy us a few things here real quick. Okay, not a lot of changes, but we're good. Next fight in Babylon here is Solo, who's actually not that different from Mecca. Mecca and Solo remind me a lot of the two big Mexican bikers we fought in The Limit. And you will kind of notice patterns like that occasionally in this game. Although Solo's a bit of an interesting case. I've always really liked him. He's not like my go-to guy in multiplayer, but if we didn't have created characters, he would be. I don't know. He's really well balanced for his fighting styles. If you wanted to use like a powerful brawler, he's probably the best one to use. But the game kind of counterbalances that because you fight him so early in the storyline here by making his AI really dumb. And I think we'll probably end up seeing that when we fight him here, that he's really repetitive. He just throws lots of big punches and lots of I forget, I think it was the ankle lock maybe? I remember he uses some wrestling move a lot. And we'll probably see that from him. Yeah, see here he's throwing these big punches. He hits with it a couple times, but it's really not that effective. Like, he could be doing a lot worse to us here if he wanted to. But, oh, he's got a bottle. Crap. He broke it over our head. I completely missed. I'm still really bad, I don't know why, at running and grappling. I don't know why I can't do that. When it works really well, but I miss more times than not. But, there we go. I think we've got him kind of down. I want to hit him with this pull cue. Well, shit, I was too slow. I guess I should have maybe ran over here, but I don't think... Yeah, oh crap. We were just a second too late. I almost had it. Oh well. Yeah, we don't need it, but it would have helped speed things along here, I guess. We can get through this fight a little bit quicker and then maybe get to some others. Because I'd really like to get to the Dragon House this episode if we can. I like the idea of seeing at least one new venue every episode, if possible. And since we've already had a couple of fights here, I think we had two here last week, right? So I'd like to get at least one in the Dragon House because I don't think there's any other story fights other than the normal stuff. So here we've got our Blaze on him. I should get him down pretty far. Yeah, he's in the red, but he's going to heal pretty quickly here. But now that we've got him in that area, we can kind of whittle him back down there as soon as we need to. Yeah, if I can just hit him with a few good blows and then I can throw him into the wall. If I could do this when he's in the red, you know. Yeah. Yeah, he's not a threat at all. Both him and Mecca are pretty easy after fighting Sean Paul. Because the big characters in this game, the big strong characters, really don't pose much of a threat. Because the game just doesn't know how to play them. They can be a threat, but I should have grappled him there. I missed my opportunity. We could have finished it. But that's okay. If we can just hit him with something big here. Stop trading blocking blows there, but... oh, shit. He actually hit us with that. Normally that misses. I remember him doing that. I think it's really cool that, like, running, spinning headbutt, it's crazy. It's not something you'd ever see in a real fight, which is why I like it. But, oh, he's got us in a headlock there. Oh, he's actually got us down in the red now. Both him and Mecca have kind of surprised me here, but I'm also not really entirely used to fighting on normal, even now. Like, most of the time when I fought on... when I played the game when I was younger, it was always on easy, so that might have changed some of my memories. But still, we took him down pretty easy there. Got to use a double team. I don't know... have we finished the match with a double team? I can't recall. But we did there anyway. It was pretty good too. I like that spinning kick we did. So... yeah, there we go. 1,000 earnings, not bad. And some new stuff. Normal normal progression here. Alright, some new updates here. Doesn't look like too much. Rollins is telling us about reversing grapples, which we've been doing, more or less. Ludicrous wants to tell us, careful when we talk to Blaze, last night's loss to Crack has got him real upset. Yeah, we don't get to see the fight with Crack they talked about earlier, but I'm told not to mention anything about it. And then Crow wants to tell us something.
You see what Crack done to your punk-ass friend Blaze? That bitch went down faster than a $5 hoe.
Yeah, so this is all, of course, building up to our fight with Crack, which I don't think is too far off, though we've still got some clubs to take. Real quick, though, I think we're going to go ahead and stop by, see Henry Rollins here, pick up at least one Blazing move, and maybe spend a few development points. It's been a while since we've updated our stats any. So let's go ahead. We should have a new move already from the new fighting style, but I'd like to pick up something here. I'm not sure what we want, though. I don't remember everything here, so let's just look at some of the stuff that's expensive, because I figure that'll probably be the best stuff. This is the flatline here. It's a little bit ridiculous. I don't know. This won't make I don't think these make a huge strategic difference. Like, for the most part, they all do basically the same thing, that is, knock out somebody when the time comes. But just for the sake of making the fights more interesting, I'd like to have some other options. I kind of like this readjustment here, Trejo's move. So let's grab that. We don't have any dev points left over. We'll pick up some more in our next fight here. Let's go ahead and assign some stuff, though. So yeah, I've got the Art of Pain every direction right now. So let's make the left the readjustment, make down foot for breakfast. I almost said food for breakfast. And then make right the readjustment as well. So now we've got them all. Let's see what the foot for breakfast looks like here. This is what we got from the kickboxing style. Very Bruce Lee looking finish there. I like it. I like it. So that took, right? I don't have to. No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, we'll there we go. Select these changes. Okay. So now that we've got that set up, we can go ahead and do our last Babylon fight here, which is Sean Paul. Another cameo.
Yo, wagwan yo. Y'all play with fire, you know. So pack it up before you get burned, pussy.
I have never understood what he said there. He said something about packing up before we get burned, but I have no idea what the other words were, if they were even English. I poke fun, but I actually really like the way Sean Paul talks. I've listened to a lot of his music, and he's probably the only musician I can think of that I've heard a good number of his songs, but I couldn't tell you a single line from any of them. And the only other musicians I can think of like that are ones that sing in entirely different languages. But I think Sean Paul's songs are in English, or at least something close to it. He just has this really, really thick accent that he plays really well, honestly, because he's got a crazy rhythm to the way he talks. Yeah. I could understand a little bit of what he says there, but I think he said he's going to make us cry like a baby, but then he says something that I have no idea what he says after that, honestly. I can't understand it. But he's not going to be I know I've been saying this a lot, but he's not going to be too much of a problem for us here. We're already blazing, which I'm sure he would approve of. But he's a lot closer to being a challenge than the last two guys. Because like Elephant Man, he's another cameo character, so he's obviously stronger than the made-up characters, and just keeping with that theme. But I'm not sure if he's actually tougher than Elephant Man. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, I keep trying to pick up that stick, but for some reason weapons get a lot harder to pick up after you've dropped them. Like, picking up a weapon off the floor is for some reason several times harder than getting it off of, like, if it's sitting on top of the jukebox or something. Like, here I'm trying to... There we go, okay. You just have to be in, like, the exact right place, but I wasted so much time trying to pick it up that I might as well not have, because then he just kicked it right out of my hands. But if we could hit him with it, it would be good. But instead I'm just going to throw him into the speaker. I should, yeah. Let's see. He's too fast. Damn. You kicked us right into that light tube. Okay. We need to get a bit serious here. He, unlike Mecca and Solo, I am a little bit worried that Sean Paul could give us a loss here, and I'd like to keep our L's pretty low because oh, that was a low blow, man. But keeping our L's low just because it helps us move through the game a little bit faster. Because as much as I like this game, I don't want to spend like 2 years playing it because I keep losing, and obviously I wouldn't show every loss if that happened. But there we go. That worked out pretty well. I wanted to pick up that weapon, but I can't because he was lying on top of it. But this should get him... Okay, I was going to say it should get him in the red, but I was wrong. But now we're blazing, so that'll get him in the red, and then we can hit him with, I don't know, something. There's weapons all over the place. Well, crap. Now he's hitting us with a weapon. I missed my chance. I didn't know he was going to taunt. I didn't react quick enough. Let's see. We're going to lose it here. I'm afraid we're going to just drop our blaze. Crap. I went to grab him and I picked up the bottle. After all that talk about how hard it is to pick up weapons off the ground, we ended up doing exactly that instead of hitting him with our blaze, which is what I wanted. We still got him pretty hurt here, so I think we're probably okay. But man, that was a missed opportunity if I've ever seen one. It's just completely messed up by where we were standing. Kind of like those last couple grapple attempts, huh? Let's see. I don't know. I feel like we've got him, but then I can't ever actually get in the hits I need. Let's see. Can I grab this? Okay, so if I can just hit him with this a couple of times, that'll be good. Come on. Why am I missing? That clearly hit him. Oh my gosh. Well, we're running into some unusual problems, but I think... Well, I was going to say I think he's just about in the point where he's not going to be able to get back in the green. And at that point, we've pretty much won. It's really hard to come back from that point when you can't ever get back into the safety zone. You're always in the danger zone. Let's see. Yeah, let's just storm into the wall here. That should... Oh yeah, there we go. That works. And we got our blaze right when we did it too. So if it hadn't have worked, I don't know why it wouldn't have, but if it hadn't have worked, we would have had our blaze to wrap it up. So there we go. That one actually went a lot smoother than it could have. I was a bit worried for a moment there, but still getting that soft touch. I need to use more strong attacks, but I keep missing it. And look at all this stuff we unlocked. Even got a new chain, new song. Good haul there as we wrap up the Babylon here. And now we've got a few new updates here. Quite a few, actually. Let's see.
Looks like Blaze was right about you. Keep up the good work.
Always nice to hear some words of encouragement.
Alright, so get lucky, but you see next time, 6 feet deep, brethren.
Hey, at least that time I could understand everything he told me. Rollins was to tell us, you can't be the best at everything, remember that. Narrow your focus and concentrate on the areas you just want to develop and you'll achieve the results you seek. Which we haven't really been doing that lately.
Yo, I've been working on some new designs. Get down here and check them out.
That's okay. Oh, and Crow wants to persuade us.
What you doing with that bitch Dima? You want to make some real money? Well, you should come fight for me. Think about it.
Of course we wouldn't do that, though. We're pretty loyal to D-Mob here, so let's see. Do we want to do anything else here? I guess I can try and see if we can put a few of our development points into play. Maybe we can do one more fight. Last week I ended a little bit early. I didn't mean to, but I just wasn't keeping very good track of time and thought we'd been playing longer than we had. Let's see. We could probably use some more health. Let's see. We still got about 100 points. Can we? Yeah, put like one little thing into lower strength. There we go. Everything's spread out, and let's see. All that's left here is the Dragon House. We've got Chang, Mesa, and Santos here. Let's see. I think yeah, I think we can go ahead and fight Chang here. Yeah, hopefully I won't regret doing this fight in this episode, because fights with Chang are always really short, but they have the potential to be really to have a lot of them, because win or lose, the fight will be short, but chances are he might beat us a few times here, but we'll see how it goes. This is the Dragon House. Another stage I really like. I've been forgetting that I actually kind of like most of the stages here, but I think this one's really cool. It's got like this underground fighting feel to it. Because I think it's supposed to be run by the Yakuza, I think is the implication, or they said the Triad, right? But this also introduces a new element that we haven't had yet in any of our other stages, and that's ring outs. You see I just threw him into that wall there and it kind of cracked it. I think it's 3 hits will break a wall, and then you can knock somebody out and win by ring out, which we haven't had that option before because it's always been like a ring of people rather than a wooden ring. This is also the first, and as far as I know, only stage that has a female announcer, which I think is pretty cool. I like that it's not always a dude. I like that all the places have their own announcers, though they'll always say the same thing, so it's not a whole lot of point. But let's see. If I can, I'm going to throw him out here just to show it to you guys. But it's pretty dangerous. Like, so the tactic of breaking a wall and trying to throw somebody out, it's a fine one, because even if you don't manage to throw them out, hitting them against the wall multiple times does a lot of damage, and you can knock somebody out just by throwing them into the wall. We're going to hit him with our new finisher here. So, yeah, it's a fine strategy, but the problem is, if you miss, Chang and the other characters as well have a bad habit of switching around behind you and then knocking you out, which is part of what I mean when I say the fights with him never really last that long. But it's not worth risking it once it didn't work the first time. So it was throw him into the wall there, knock him out. He's not really that tough. He just has a chance of getting a ring out, which I remember happening a lot when I played before. But we got lucky there. He tried to, but we escaped. So we got some more earnings, some more dev points that we can maybe use next week. But yeah, that should be good for now, I think. Okay, we got a couple new messages now. Rollins wants to tell us about skill bonuses. Get skill bonuses for learning fighting styles. These bonuses are required in order to maximize a fighting skill. And Stingray.
What's up? It's Stingray. I just got some new style books in. Come in and check them out.
And I don't know if we'll do that. I'm pretty happy with our hairstyle. But that'll do it for us this week. I think we got a good amount done here. We completed the Babylon Club, and we broke our way into the Dragon House, and we'll wrap that up next week. So come on back then. We'll fight the other 2 guys there. Maybe we'll even get to Crack. I don't know. But I hope to see you guys then. Bye.